the ground shake.
With the A1S, I know certainly it's situational. I think at this point, I'm going to say it, I think it should be choosable in-game. You shouldn't have to select beforehand because I think there are different roles that can be played with it. Certainly Smokes, that comes to mind. Good flash into the apartment. Zywoo does get one back. MP9, he's got to be so careful because the AKs are wrapping, but he was aware of it, and Marek didn't look in the right direction. That gives him a headshot, an AK to play with should he elect to go for it, but he's just going to farm cash at this point in time, which is great for the offer. Pistol even works at that range. Zywoo's on for a great start. I think he's up to, what, 4 kills that round? He's got to be at 7? Yeah, 7 indeed. So pretty solid start.
Yeah, that's a really worrying sign for eHome. If Zywoo's just going to be willing to take fights across the map, if he can get involved, the AK to work with. Holding from a long should have a pretty good chance, but he gets caught with awkward timing. Now he's trapped in the corner, might need assistance, but the flash is good. Zywoo keeps on going, makes it a 3rd on the round. Easy shutdown from Zywoo.
10-0, and we're on round number 4. Yeah, solid start, and has an op in hand, essentially. He has $6,000 left in the wallet, and he's on the AK. So far, they're just going to use the machine guns, the rifles. Shox gets Destroyer down. Shox hasn't had to do much so far in this game. He's 3-0. Alex, the only one that sits in a negative scoreline, 1-2.
So I think he's yet to frag in this second half. So he really needs to get going here now that he's got the AWP out.
Ooh. All we wanted was information, Marek, but Zywoo
need to make sure they can work together as these nades begin to come through.
Solvent Pit, Destroyers actually up the stairs. Graveyard this time, right peak. That is a solid job because Apex had the angle onto him. Zywoo has to recover. There's 13 HP, 8 seconds. Has to commit to the plant immediately. Still a 1-on-2, so don't rule it done just yet. Interesting angle. In fact, he's going to go all the way up to the door and get inside of the apartment. It's very swift. But I'll reiterate, 13 HP. He expects, rightfully, that they'll be working together and looking for the trade. There's no reason for them to spread out at this point. He's heard an AK and an M4 fire, so that is now confirmed. And he's strictly going to play the time, strictly going to play the bomb. Finds the first, now the advantage firmly with him. Is he really considering rotating back around? That is impressive because this is a fake defuse. If they held that, which I suppose, typically speaking, you never would, he would have caught them out. The flash, oh, missed thrown. Furion blinded himself, and the time wasn't there. That's it.
He will. I mean, he's got the aim to do it for sure. If he gets 1 kill, that's so much money gone for Vitality. So he's just trying to maim. He just wants to bleed out Vitality in this round with that deagle. Flamey will be lost early, trying to make inroads towards blue on long. We'll see if Na'Vi can get anything else done.
It's so nice seeing Boomich drop the Deeg for Simple in these sorts of rounds. It's absolutely the correct call. When you've got Simple on your team, just give him a Deeg in this round. See if there's any way that he can get you into it. 1 kill onto this A site might be enough to allow the bomb to be planted, but it's Zywoo that's up against him. Not the easiest player to deal with. Flashbang about to be deployed. Simple has to turn back. Looks like Zywoo has slowed them down enough so far. The rotate is beginning to come through from Alex, and here comes the aggression.
Alex has that one last flashbang for the CT, so now there's a chance for Bedlam. Then again, maybe not.
Capable of landing that insta headshot at long range, the USP and the P250 respectively. And the time is now ticking. Half gone on the bomb, 18 seconds left. Even with the kit, they've got to speed this up. Guardian trying to take this engagement, but he knows that he can just buy time. Simple waiting in the back lines, but Zywoo gets them both just in time for Shox to pick up the defuse. And Vitality's patience pays off.
Man like Zywoo in the clutch, he's a problem. That was a great turnaround for Vitality. An important start.
Vitality here just taking a risk, realizing they are down so heavily in this round. They've decided to stack that B site slightly, and they're leaving Zywoo's AWP alone on A. I think he might just rotate over at this point. Good shot onto the first man. Zywoo needs to do more though, and as that smoke comes at his face, I don't think there's much he can do.
Did he? I think he... Oh, no, never mind.
I don't know.
It was close. Full damage off the balcony. I saw the red there, but it wasn't from the shot. Talk about shots, that's quite one. An exchange of headshots, but do they really want to commit to losing all these rifles and likely giving Na'Vi some extra? Well, I mean, if they keep getting frags now, they've got the time to do this with the kits on 2 of the 3 players, and in they charge. Oh my god, they're going to actually do this. Flamey in the pit now. Someone's got to get on the bomb. The retake's ridiculous. They're just running at Zywoo, giving him the kills, and they've given him the round as well. That should have been a round for Na'Vi. That should have been their first round, but I think they were expecting the save, and
he's got to do it alone until his teammates can rotate, but they won't come fast enough. RPK taken out now, and Zywoo's going to clutch just 1 versus 3 on the side with the Creek.
Rattling off some shots to the player in mini pit. He gets the quick kill. 2 more players against him, and Zywoo keeps on going into the 1v1. S-Attack's been good so far in this game, but Zywoo goes back to the AWP, rounding the corner, going for the fight, and Zywoo is showing up here on Inferno. He may have been quiet on Vertigo, but this man's not going to be quiet in back-to-back maps.
Zywoo in the clutch.
And he continues to struggle in this game, trading back to a 3v3 on the B-bomb site as Vitality set up the retake.
Alex peeking towards the coffin, can raise the alarm for his teammates, but can Zywoo deliver the second kill? S-Tag jumping to avoid getting a headshot, but that doesn't do much for his accuracy. That leaves Borup alone, 1 versus 2. He needs fast headshots. He will have close range most likely with the Glock. They're putting a smoke on the bomb to try and draw him out, but Zywoo will draw on his face with the USP, and that's pretty painful. The pistol goes to Vitality.
Again, requiring one of Zywoo or Alex to do most of the damage in the round, but at least Apex chimes in with a couple of kills with that CZ, playing from CT. Worked well for him behind that smoke, and even though Heroic find a path onto the B site itself, Vitality managed to control the situation, control the scenario by playing back, and in the 2v2, they are the ones who had the edge. Zywoo just turning.
Frag around the side of Arch, and now Rox is trying to find Zywoo. His job is to delay, buy time. He's got no support, so now his job is to kill absolutely everybody, and maybe he just will with the MP9. It's very unlikely against Woxic with the AK-47, but Zywoo, he's playing the clock here. He's being an absolute genius. Woxic has to push forward. Whoa, he's done it! That's incredible!
great effort to start off with from RPK. 2 kills with a P250, swung all the way out towards Arch with the AK-47. Could have held his position, they could have played off of him. So I thought maybe they would have lost.